Here's what we got going on so far. Of course, I got me an operator manual and got a lot of the bolts and pieces from it. Here is the old hood from the old tractor. There's the light fender, or the light assembly front end pretty much. And over here I got the hydraulic pump, some other bolts and stuff. So there's the carburetor that I had to take off of this thing. This thing seems to be a little seized up, so that thing right there will not even move. So probably gonna have to buy a new carburetor for the thing. Fuel pump, might as well get a new fuel pump for it, just to be getting one. Here's the engine that I got so far. Kind of I don't know if it's a rebuild or if it's just kind of a partial rebuild. I don't know if you can see inside that carburetor there. Looks pretty good. Of course, I want to get a whole new fuel pump assembly, some other parts there, and everything turns pretty good. If you can, you're not gonna hear that compression of the fan going, but that's where we're at with this thing. I've got the motor apart. I'm probably going to have to get a new starter also. Got the bell housing on yesterday, got it set up. Got the new belt on there. This is what this thing is. So I really don't want to see. If you can see that, I'll be still a minute. It's an old K321S engine from 1976, somewhere around in there. So that's what I'm working with. Got some of the things off of there. Got some of the stuff there. I got the starter switch and the starter. I know I'm going to have to probably replace that thing too. There was like a little rat nest right up in here. It's pretty funny. I'll see if I can find that one and add that in here somewhere. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on here. There's the clutch plate. Some of these things look a little wore. That thing right there, if you can see that. I don't know about that one, but we're going to try it and see. The rest of them, what can you do? Hydraulics. There's no muffler, of course. I'll be taking that off. So I want to try to be posting a lot of these videos for this thing and seeing if we can do this together. If y'all want to follow along, you can. Be an interesting trip because I've never really done much of these things like this. Just kind of partial rebuild of an engine. I haven't really ever done that. So I work in all kinds of maintenance type jobs, but from working with the tractor trailer stuff and maintenance, welding, machine shop kind of thing. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll go around here too. There's some of the wheels that I got off this thing. You talk about some aggravating stuff. Got the front wheels right here and the back wheels there. You talking about some aggravating things, man. I was saying a few choice words when I was taking those out. There's little tubes. They really don't look that great. So we'll go around here and I'll show you the rest of the stuff as well. Where I'm at on this thing. So this is the body part of it, I guess, the frame. I got the, like I said, before when I first got this thing. It was in pretty rough shape. It was rusted out. Well, not rusted out. I mean, there was a lot of rust to it, but it didn't look like this. That's what I should say. And I've got a lot of stuff done to this, kind of off and on. I've had it for about a year and a half, 2 years, and took about 6 months just to tear the whole thing down and try to repaint the stinking thing. You can see I got some gasket material put in there. Put those back together. There's one in there too. I got one cut for the front. If I can get that motor going, I will be putting that gasket material on that one too. Hopefully it'll hold. But I mean, everything, the wheels turn good. Maybe. See, I mean, it turns so like it's supposed to. Do need to oil it down for sure. Got some other things over here. Got the fender and the hydraulic linkage that goes to the back to lift the 3-point hitch up. You can see that stuff in there. The old seat. There's those aggravating tires. It was like I got one back tire off, one front tire off. I got those two off pretty easy. Then the other back tire and the other back, or the other front tire was, man, like I said, it was ready to use some foul language. But anyway, there's the old belly mower, and I'm not sure that I'm even going to attempt that, restoring that part. And there's the body. And yeah, the paint, I mean, it's not the color that I would prefer, but it's as close as we get. It should be, for the Power King, there should be a little more red in the color, and I couldn't really get that in there too well. So yeah, I think that's an old Alice Chalmers color from the Tractor Supply. So, but there's the old hydraulic tank. I think the gas tank's probably back behind the bale of hay right here somewhere. I think there's some of those wheel weights I got in there. So yeah, that's going to be the project. Now, let me show you the chickies real quick. They're hens. Let's just check them out. And here is some of the hens anyway, if you can see that. I don't know if that too much seems. And go from there. So I do have to order a carburetor and the fuel pump. So we'll be getting that. This is just the old owner's manual that you can pick up online. Got kind of the, when I ordered this thing, I actually thought I was getting an official owner's manual, but it was just kind of copies from an official one. It kind of irritated me a little bit, but I mean, what can you say? It's still got all the details in there that you need, tearing them apart and stuff. So hopefully it's going to be a good thing. So let's see, I got the other part in here too for the Kohler engine. That might be that's the Kohler engine one right there. So, but yeah, this thing right here, it is kind of, that side right there will turn a little bit. See if I can get it to turn. So yeah, that side right there will turn, but this right here will not budge at all. So that probably is seized up a little. So, but anyway, this is going to be the hard part of the Power King tractor restore. So y'all can follow along and see how see what I can accomplish with this thing. See how much I mess up. Maybe I don't know if I'll use any bad words or not, and I'll have to bleep them out. But usually I don't say many of those type things. I kind of just go with the flow. So we'll see what we can do with it, and I hope you follow along.